Grace and peace. Good evening. God bless you all. Thank you for coming in and sharing with us on tonight. So happy to see you. I see I have my wife is in here, Lady Chris. I see uh Vonda is in here. Good to see you, Vonda. Good to see. I think I saw Yvette Norton. God bless you. And those of you who are on, I want to come on and share with you real quick before I was going to wait for a few more, but let me just go ahead and give you the news. So this platform is set up and structured for people to come on and tell their story and to hear about how they were able to navigate and fight through and to get to where they are in life, despite the obstacles, despite the challenges, despite all the things that they go through. And so the purpose is to give people the opportunity to share their testimony. And so we really are excited about this. It's been really good. But tonight, unfortunately, our guest is not able to make it. She lost her brother today, and he passed away actually today. And so and she's been with the family and been running around trying to, of course, those of you who've been through stuff like this, you know exactly how difficult it is, especially when it's sudden and unexpected. So we're certainly praying for her. We're certainly praying for her condolences and sympathy for the family. So she's really just got the news. I just got the news just now when we were getting ready to hook up and set up, and she completely forgot about this, and naturally so. When something like this happens, everything stops, and you can't even think straight. So we're certainly praying for her, and it's tragic, but we're believing God that the Lord will comfort her through this time, this season. And so I really want to say that. I didn't want to just not come on, of course, but we were really ready, excited about it. But she's really, of course, I don't have to go into how she feels. And she was really looking forward to it tonight, but just not able to do it. And I completely understand that. And I wouldn't even expect her to, actually. But we are going to do it. And so we're going to give her some time to get through this. So I do not have a guest tonight. We're just going to have to postpone it. So forgive me. I'm going to try to put something on Facebook and said it was postponed. I don't know how. I'll double back with Attorney Holmes this week or maybe next week. Just some point we'll double back and schedule a time. But I do have a guest for next week. If it's not Attorney Holmes, I do have another guest for next week. Very interesting. I'm not going to tell you who it is just yet. We just have to get through the interview, because I interview all of my guests. Good to see you, Pastor Addison. I interview all my guests, and so I'm going to talk with him this week. Actually, there's two more people who we'll be interviewing in the next couple weeks. So, really, I'm telling you, it's really starting to stack up. People are really ready to share their story and give their testimony about what God has done in their lives. And it's been amazing. I'm really finding it interesting how the Lord is just opening these doors. Unfortunately, tonight, Attorney Holmes, Mary Kay Holmes, is not able to be with us. She has lost her brother today, and so she experienced death in her family, and so she's really just, of course, grappling with that. So I'll just ask you that you pray for her and pray for her comfort in this time, and that God will comfort her and her family, and really, really give them strength to go through this very difficult time. So, it's happened today. I was really shocked. I was like, oh God, however, life is what it is. And we certainly want to pray for her as she's going through this. And so, of course, she will not be on tonight, But again, so do me a favor and don't get aggravated. Don't be frustrated. Just know that next week we're going to be back on here again, and we're going to be talking. I don't know if it's going to be with Dr. Mary Holmes or not. I don't know if it's going to be with Attorney Holmes or not, but I definitely will have. We have another guest. There's two more individuals that are preparing to come on and share their story with us and tell us what God has done for them. I call this the Remnant Survivor podcast, and I was talking to a friend of mine tonight, and he said, "Oh, I thought you were going to call it I Want to Talk." I said, "Oh, I thought that's pretty snazzy," but we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it the Remnant Survivors. I really believe that's what the Lord gave me, the Remnant Survivors. And so, good to see you. Good to see you, Deaconess Barrett. So our guest is not going to be able to be on tonight. She lost her brother today. He passed away, and so they are dealing with that tonight. And so she actually, has been going through so much that she actually literally forgot about today. And I'm sure all of you can imagine what it's like to you lose someone, your brother, and all of a sudden everything stops, right? Good to see you, Minister Moy. Everything stops. And so she's dealing with that tonight. And we're certainly praying for her, praying her strength as she goes through this time. But she is a tremendous miracle. And when you hear her, those who have not met her, those who don't know her, she is such a great spirit, great heart. She's a friend of ours, my wife and I's, and her husband. Her husband and I are very good friends, and she's really come through an awful lot to get where she is. I'm telling you, when you hear her story, it'll be like a saga when you hear her story. So, and she's going to share it. She needs time tonight, today, and to get through this season of loss and bereavement. And so we certainly want to pray for her, pray her strength, and certainly believe in God for her recovery. But again, like I said, I have a gentleman that's going to come on next week if she's not able to come next week. So he called me, he inboxed me today. I'm not going to tell you who he is. We're going to leave that surprise. I got actually two gentlemen that are really want to share their testimony, their story with us, and walk through all the things they've been through. The other gentleman that had been homeless, the other one's been incarcerated. It's just so much. And to see how God just brings these people out of all that they go through, God just brings them out, and they come out unscathed. They come out ready, to tell their testimony. And you'd be surprised oftentimes when you hear these stories, like, my God, you went through that. And God has a way of bringing people out of this life thing called life, especially when the enemy is set his targets on you to try to kill you and destroy you. And I'm sure some of you that are listening tonight have your own stories, right? You have your own testimony. You have your own battles that you've come through, and look at here, you're still here in your right mind, know your name, know who you are. It's a miracle. It's actually a miracle. So I'm really excited about what God is doing on this platform. Did not see this coming, but the reason why we do this is ultimately, and I'm gonna let you go, is ultimately to give space for people to share their testimony to the world, and to those who are still grappling with different things in their life. And maybe they can find answers, find resolutions, find, guidance or encouragement or courage. Sometimes when somebody's sharing their story with you, it encourages you, right? Motivates you that you can make it. If she went through that and she got her right mind, and if he went through that and they're still able to get up every day, then that empowers you to know that there's nothing that God can't do. If God did it for her or did it for him, certainly he can do it for me. And this platform, we actually get into the deep roots of it. Like, we don't just talk about what they went through for the sake of talking about. We want to know, what was a mindset, what were they thinking at the time, understand the psychology behind, or the mental impact, or when someone makes a decision to unalive themselves, and how they, like, how'd you get to that point? And when you got to that point, did you did you really, what were you thinking at that time? What were you thinking in that space when you were looking to unalive yourself? And so this attorney, she's not able to come on tonight. She lost her brother. I'm just repeating it because I want to make sure that people who are just coming on, I have some people over here at on Instagram. My brother Derek, Victor, God bless you, man. Robin Gamble, God bless you. So she has an awesome testimony, but she's not able to come tonight because she lost her brother today, and she's dealing with that. So we're certainly praying for her recovery, praying for her recovery, and for the comfort of her and her family during this time of sadness and bereavement. But again, I have someone coming on next week. Many of you from Portchester already know him, but I don't think you know this story. So this just gentlemen, now maybe next week, I'm not sure. I gotta talk to attorney Mary Holmes and see if she's going to be able to make it next week. I know she's still dealing with that, but we'll find out. But nevertheless, we're definitely going to be, I'm telling you, there are people just coming up and stepping up and saying, listen, I want to tell people what I've been through, the hell I've been through, and how I'm still here in my right mind. I'm still able to go on. I'm still over several unalive attempts, right? Being incarcerated. People have been incarcerated. People have been in psych wards. People have been homeless. And we're able to capture these experiences and be able to distribute them or share them with you in a way that is authentic and very transparent, to speak to how people are able to navigate through their life, and how they're able to still get up every morning, look themselves in the mirror and say, hey, I'm worth it. I'm worth the fight. I'm worth the battle. I'm worth, despite of what I've done, what I've been through, I'm worth this next day. If God woke me up, then he's got something for me to do. And some people, when you hear these testimonies, it's the design is to help encourage you to know that no matter how bad you've been hurt, no matter how people have treated you, people have counted you out, people have discarded you, doesn't matter, because you haven't counted yourself out, right? You haven't given up on you. And I heard a long time ago that the best investment is in yourself. If you want to invest in someone or something, invest in you. You are the best investment, because you can control how everything turns out, as long as you continue to keep yourself focused on the things of God and keep yourself in his face, as it were. But I just want to again tell you that Attorney Holmes will not be able to be on, and she lost her brother today. And so she, her and her family, she's with her family now, and they're dealing with that tragedy, that crisis. And we're certainly praying for her so that she will be able to come through this okay. She is going to do the interview. She's going to come in and she's going to spill it all out on us. We just haven't had a chance to talk about when. Of course, that's not the appropriate conversation now. The appropriate conversation is to ask God to help her through this time, and her family. All right. What's going on here? Oh man. help her through this time and through this season. That's the conversation. That's the purpose of the conversation. I don't know how I lost Instagram. Boy, I tell you, they didn't. Oh, there they are. Okay. Hi, y'all. So yeah, so she's not able to come on tonight. She will be on soon. I don't know if it's going to be next week. We got to coordinate our schedules. But I definitely want to. We will have a guest next week, and I will be posting that guest next week. So again, I just want to repeat this again, that Attorney Holmes will not be able to be with us tonight as we are sharing, to interview her. She lost her brother today. And so we're certainly praying for her. I keep repeating that because I want people who are just coming on to be aware of what's going on. So she lost her brother, and we'll be praying for her. But do me a favor, next week we will be on again next Thursday night. So put this in your calendar. Every Thursday night, unless you hear otherwise, there will be a podcast. There will be a interview of someone. We're dealing with this. This is going to be so good. I believe it's really helping. So I want y'all to make it a point to try to be here on Thursday nights with us, and tell other people that these stories are going to really, really bless you. And I reflect on them every time after I have them. I reflect on them. I think about them. I think about the impact. I pray, and my wife and I praise for these podcasts and asking the Lord to have His way and to touch the lives of the people who are listening. That's our goal, is to do that. Is to really, Lord, please touch someone's life, touch someone's heart, encourage someone, help someone to, be able to see strength in others that would encourage them to persevere on and through. So that's really our ultimate goal, is to let the world know that, God has not given up on you, no matter how dire it seems right now. And in a lot of my questions, I really want to get into the mindset of the person that's sharing their testimony, of what they felt like they were going through at that moment. Because I find that sometimes when we're going through things, some of us just want to know that somebody else knows how I feel. Right. I mean, just know how I feel. I mean, sometimes that's, when somebody could say, I know exactly how you feel. I was in that same position, that same predicament, that same vice, that same struggle, that same situation. And I know exactly how you feel. And how you respond, like, really? So you know exactly how? Yeah, I know exactly how you. I've been there. I've been right there. And when you can get that confirmation or that affirmation, it helps you realize that, and then they could tell you how they were able to come through it. That's even better, right? Because now someone can help you how to navigate through what you're dealing with. So again, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for those who came on. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I respect your time. I'm not going to hold you, but I just wanted to tell you again that Attorney Holmes is not able to come on tonight. She had death in the family. She lost her brother today. And we certainly send our prayers and condolences to her. And we're really grateful for that. Side note, tomorrow's the last day of the consecration. So I tell you right now, I think the enemy knows this is the rally. Because I'm telling you, I had a rough day today, y'all. Food and food. I've never had so much. I haven't thought about food. I have not thought about food during these last 30 days as much as I thought about food today. I'm telling you, boy. So we're getting through it. We're grateful to God. God bless. I love you all. I really do love you. I know that people say that, and that's a cliche, but one of the reasons why we do this is because I love you. It's because it's love. It's because we care, and we want all those people in our lives. Amen. I want everybody that's connected to me to thrive and to succeed. I really do. And so these efforts are for that purpose, is to thrive and succeed. And I believe that God's going to help those of us, even our family, our children, various ones, to thrive and succeed. Oh, and don't forget, everyone who's anointed is an Eagle fan. So if you're an Eagle fan, the Lord bless you. If you're anybody else, if you're the Chiefs fan, I'm praying for you. My grandson is a Chiefs fan. So him and I go back and forth. He's very competitive. So I said, you talk a lot of junk, man. He said, Grandpa, you talk a lot of junk too. So God bless. Have a great weekend. God bless. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Sunday worship. I will see you Sunday. Some of you, I'll see some of you on Tuesday morning. No, Tuesday morning. We don't have more prayer. That's right. Just oh no, we have prayer. Tuesday morning prayer. And I'll see you when I see you on the next meeting. God bless. Love you. Have a great evening. Again, Attorney Holmes cannot come on tonight. She had death in the family, and so she's not able to make it. So we're praying for her. Her brother passed away today, and so we're praying her strength. All right. God bless. Have a good night.